Okay, so I've covered game 1, 6, 10, and 13 or something. I don't know. I've covered some games from Albany. I'm not going to cover all of them. But I have this one. Um, this is round 3 against Sid. I had just lost my first two. This is round 3. Um, Sid, of course, longtime friend and sparring partner. Currently living in the Naperville area. So I actually stayed with Sid during the World Cup rather than staying at the hotel. Saved me a bunch of money. He's always been quite hospitable and generous, and always fun to play him because he has a very anti modern style, I guess you could call it. Um, he puts a lot more value on exploiting people on defensive boards using using the fear of the board getting shut down, if not actually just shutting it down, to his advantage. Um, he basically induces a ton of mistakes that way. He finished second in Chicago, won 5,000 with these strategies. I mean, he obviously has an incredible um, understanding of the game, um, and yet a lot of the plays he makes cause a ton of disagreement between him and other top players, which is really good. Because if everyone played the same, we wouldn't ever get better, I guess. He also cashed in Baltimore. Yeah, he got like the last cash prize, I think. But yeah, Sid needs to get that 2,000 rating soon. He definitely deserves it. Um, and yeah, we've played a bunch in tournaments. We've been friends since 2012. One of my longest time Scrabble friends. He first approached me, I think, in 2012, asking me how to, if I could send him this program, this, I guess, software that someone had created that takes games from ISC and transfers them directly into .gcg format so that you can analyze them on Quackle. I don't think so, Cesar. I think I was only friends with you in like 2013. Um, Most of the people actually that I'm friends with Scrabble are from 2013. When I attended my first national tournament. So I met Strategy there. I met 14 Domino there, I think. Um, yeah, but Sid, we played on ISC in 2012, and yeah, we got better together. Anyways, all that being said, we faced each other in round 3, and I just lost 2 games, and I was like, I'm not about to lose to this dude, even though among the 3 players that I had, or the 2 players plus him that I had played, he was the likeliest person to beat me. So yeah, I was somewhat worried about this. And this is my opening rack. So, what would you play here? No, that was 2014, Cesar. Your yeah, your memory is not serving you right. That was 2014. That was my first nationals in Division 1. Um Actually, the only worst nationals performance in Division 1 I've ever had, other than this year. Well, no, the only worst performance I've had was in 2014. In the game where I played Cesar, his phone went off. Cesar's phone went off in the game, which is more distracting to me than to average people because you see the tag in the stream. Um, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and I was like, "It's okay, I have have an easy rack, and it was retinas. That was fun times, except I then lost that game because I played Secluder instead of Securely or Cerulean. I played a phony Secluder, which he challenged off, and then I missed Cerulean again. So yeah, very bad end of that game, and I lost to Cesar. But yeah, it should be instant DQ. What's up, Muffin with Tentacle? Any play that's horizontal. So there are many ways to play for content here. I chose the best way, and that's just by playing Dreamer for 76. But you could also play Rearmed. The problem with Rearmed is it sacrifices 4 points. It does set up the P hook for pre-armed. But yeah, I don't sacrifice points when it comes to content plays. Yeah, you could do Redream. Takes an S and a T, but again, that sacrifices points. So, Dreamer is the best play. Unfortunately, Dreamer was not the best play. And Sid plays Cants for 63. Can you believe that? How lucky can you get to immediately have an S? That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I should have played Rearmed. Because look, I drew the P. Hey, Sinbad, how's it going? Oh, I didn't see your earlier message. How's Sinbad? Sinbad's been commenting on like all of my YouTube videos, helping the algorithm. Sinbad is like a complete and utter legend. It's good to see you in chat, Sinbad. You did a content play against Sid in Chicago. He was not happy. I didn't see that game. Maybe we could look at it later. If I wasn't playing Sid, would I still have played Dreamer there? I think so. It's the most points. Scoring never stops. Dustin does comment on some videos. Dustin is also a legend. Okay, so this is my rack. And I'm just like, wait, why am I only up 13? I opened with the bingo. And I missed 2 pence. This is what happens. Right? I had the C, right? Yeah. Very sad. Very, very sad. So why not Rearmed? Yeah, like I said, it's because of points. I don't want to sacrifice points. Oh my god, that would be horrible, Dustin, if anybody watched me at 0.25. Like, even 1.00 speed is too slow. Like, if there were a way for people to, like, tune in with a delay so that they could speed up my speaking, it would be great. Oh, you're talking about Rearmed with the R on the star? Yeah, I could have done that. I don't think it has as good long-term board control, though. But all that being said, I missed 2 pence, which is very sad. And I played POW. I don't think I've ever played a pence or penny word in my life. Yeah, I don't think I've ever found one of these. Like, they totally escaped my mind. So, too bad, too sad. I play POW. Sid plays Nipa. And I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm winning this game. Every time you have peonies, it doesn't play. It's pronounced tuppence? Thanks. Yeah, Muffin with Tentacle with the Anglo-Saxon knowledge. Appreciate it. So I could play Bit. I decided to play Bite for 7 more points, even though the E might be worth 7 points here. When you have a ton of constants, the E's value gets extremely high. But on this board, I wasn't super worried about my lack of vowelage. Although it is definitely helpful to keep a vowel no matter what. I wanted to go for score and make Sid think that the game was further away from him than it actually was. But yeah, I could be convinced to just play bit. I definitely took a while to consider both plays. So let's go. Sid played viewer here, which is very interesting. I think he told me he kept like 3 S's or something. Anyways, I draw. What? I draw. Is that what I. No, I couldn't have had that. Oh, okay. My rack here was CGOTTNT. Yeah, scants is definitely a word. So here I exchanged 5 keeping NT. It's usually a good call to keep NT. But it seems like, very interestingly, CN is a better leave than NT. And I could be convinced that I should have kept the C, but I kept NT. And Sid here plays Larns, keeping SS. Yeah, you think so? Right behind you? How's it going, dude? Right behind you with the leave values. So yeah. Sid could have also played Snarls. He didn't want to open the possibility of me hitting this triple. So he plays Larns, keeping SS. He's doing pretty well, despite being down. Here, I still have too many consonants, and I didn't want to make such an open play as ant or apt. I felt like I was ahead 20 points, so I'd rather just exchange again, keep the best leave I could come up with, try to hit this D, or hit a word down the double-double lane. I felt pretty good here. However, Sid here plays Session for 69. Nice. I think he had a double-double, right? Yeah, Viscos. Did we look at this game right behind you? I feel like we might have looked at this game. Oh yeah, we did look at this game. Right behind you probably has this game, unless he deleted it. I think we looked at this game after hours. Anyways, Sid misses Viscos. Very hard find. Plays Session for 69. It's better play anyway, because of the score. And suddenly, I'm not feeling as good. Because I draw this rack. And so KNT draw. I can play Tinkt, or I can play Nick, or I can play Tick, play Kent. A bunch of options here. I decide to play Nick. Again, just trying to bingo. It's pretty much all I can do on this board with this rack. Non-viewers, I did see that, actually. Potentially surprisingly to you, Scrabble. Yeah, you'll remember it. You'll remember it. Anyways, I played Nick. And Sid played Gaudies for 13. Maybe we didn't actually look at the game, but I think we did. Maybe you weren't there. Maybe I have it on my computer. So Sid, just getting rid of all of his letters that he doesn't like. Trying to get the other blank, probably. And blocking this S lane, which is, I guess, a likely lane for me to use. He did indeed. Did he block something? I think he might have blocked something. Not really sure. But he gave me this play of Toft, which was really nice. Then he plays Fugio, which was his plan with Gaudis, is to now play down here and block this lane and block this lane. So his plan is a success. And now I have this rack. And I was like, holy shit, he just blocked all of my bingos. He did it. He's the man. He blocked all my bingos to the D. He blocked everything here. Can't believe he did that. But it's okay. I'm still doing fine. I'm only down 25 points. I can still win. What's the problem? There's one problem with this picture. Churro sees it. Now, I have a question for you guys. Actually, I have a quest for you guys. If you can find me one friggin' instance where the word Angelus was ever played in a Scrabble game by a human being, if you can do that, I don't know what I'll do. What should I do? If you guys can find something like that, I'll do something. If you can find a single instance, let me rephrase this, of the word Angelus being played prior to the Albany tournament in July. Because you know what? It's not that I don't think that Angelus is a word. It's not that I don't think that this word existed as a word prior to this exact moment that I am bringing to you guys. I just don't think it ever was played in a Scrabble game. So it's pretty much not a word. It's pretty much not a word. Like, it's just... I've studied it. We've all studied it. We've all taken a look. Mitch Bear is trying to post a link. Is that a link where somebody's played it? Oh no, there's an obstacle. Has Angelus in the description? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying it isn't a word. I'm saying that it could pretty much just not be a word, and no one would have noticed in Scrabble. Absolutely. Yeah, no one's played it. No one's played it. And you guys know the fallacy, right? I have never seen a black swan, therefore black swans do not exist. I learned that in philosophy class, okay? And this is exactly what I'm saying. But if somebody can actually find the black swan here, I will be shocked. That's fine. If it's in analysis, if it's in somebody's studying, that's totally fine. You don't understand what I'm saying. This word has never been the best play before this exact moment. Where? Where's the game? Show me the game. Show me the game. And show me that it was the best play. This has never been the best play. I will go out on a limb and say this was never the right play before this very moment. I'm sure right behind you, if he's still in chat, he's looking. He's looking on Random Racer. I'm sure he's looking on Random Racer. That's where you'd find it. And he hasn't found anything. He hasn't found anything. I swear, I'm not saying this to be funny. When I saw that this was playable, it made me realize that there's no way that this has ever been the right play. The word Angelus. This is not possible. And this is the concept of playability versus probability. The educational value of this rant is that some words just don't come up. So those words are really hard to see, but they're also not as important to see. And one of said words, an extreme example, because I'm telling you, this has never, ever been played prior to this game. And it's been the best play. There's no recorded history of it. Yeah, the people that will see the word Angelus are people that have recently studied it. I studied Angelus on Aerolith a few months ago, but I didn't give a shit. I studied it probably like 8 years ago or some shit. 6 years ago, probably. And I probably saw the word Angelus. I probably didn't spot the word. And when it came back to me as a solution, I was like, oh, this word is stupid. This word doesn't matter. This word doesn't matter at all. And it doesn't. And yet it did. And you know why it mattered, folks? It's not because it's an important word. It's because I missed tuppence. That's why. Had I seen this play, we would not be having this conversation. It is a complete abomination of a Scrabble game that has created this position where I have to find and play Angelus. That's it. So I play Glue. I'm down by 1. Sid plays Joe, maintaining his lead. I still don't draw into a bingo. Or so I think, of course, because I've missed 2 bingos already this game. Play Unlay. Sid has the M. Plays Mealy. Good play. That's a nice 6-letter word you might not know. And I draw into a bingo. And I play it. Am I supposed to play Anthoid in the other spot? I don't really see why I would. This does create a lane, but there's no S's left, only an H. This Anthoid creates annoying possibilities of QI, XI, potential. A doze. There's no reason. Sid then plays Biz. An incredible play. Because I think he had at least 2 of the 3 unseen E's. And you'll see Sid make this sort of play. He's really good at pinpointing what letters he has and his opponent isn't likely to have, and setting those letters up in dangerous spots. Imagine that everyone was bad mouthing Leicester City. I'm sure they were. I don't follow the Premier League or whatever, but I'm sure people were bad mouthing them. Sam K won the Collins side of Nationals by cheating strategy. That is not a comparison that you want to make here. Oh my god. But luckily I had this play of today just to completely destroy Sid's dreams. Sid now plays Vex. I draw the Q. And there's one in the bag. Austin, is that like sarcasm or truth? I don't actually know. Melior? No. Okay, I played Quip. Sid had... What did he have? Engine. What? Durrsol. Okay. Sid had Wangi. Okay, he played Way, which isn't here. It's a scary play for sure. Scores so many points. He's only down 17, but I should have played Lord. I played Door. He played Engine. I played Soul and the game was over. 397 to 371. Now, what were my mistakes? This and this. Both bingo mistakes. This was the best play. This was arguably the best, 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 the best, the best, arguably the best. Wrong. And that's my game against Sid. And that's how Sid keeps people under 400. They just miss their bingos. Or he plays super good defense and they don't know how to react. So I guess I'll put this on YouTube or something.